So, oh my god, when I tell you I filmed for 30 minutes straight only for my mic to stop working. Hi guys, my name is Dina and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're doing something interesting. Today is August 30th, which means it's the end of the month, which also means it's time for a wrap-up. I have decided to stop reading books on August 29th, so I can film this, plus I hate having uneven numbers. So here we are.
But before that, let's do a reading status. I have read 17 books in August. One of them is a DNF. 4,928 pages. I read 10 romances, 8 young adult, 6 contemporary, 3 dystopian, 2 thrillers, 2 fantasy, 1 magical realism, 1 religion and 1 mystery, and 1 literary. I read 15 English books and 1 Arabic book. My average rating is 4.3 stars.
So I started the month strong on August 1st with a banger. I started it with Shadow Me, which is the novella after Stormy, 4.5, and it was good. It was good, it was great, it was everything I could have asked for. But, however, I gave that book 4 stars only because reading from Kenji's POV was literally everything I could have asked for. I got so happy for reading Kenji's POV and I laughed my butt off because he's Kenji. But the things that I didn't like, and the reason why I gave it a 4 stars, is because I didn't like the way he thought of Nazira. I was like, why are you thinking of her this way? Like, isn't that not okay? Especially that she wears a hijab, but she's not a hijab. She wears a scarf, she does not wear a hijab. And my mind just could not comprehend the fact that she's wearing a hijab and she's not a hijabi. And just the way they were like interacting was not my cup of tea. Really weirded me out and really was like, no, cut that, guys, no. That was the only reason why I gave it a 4 stars. But other than that, I would have given this a 5 stars because it's Kenji, and guess what I love? Kenji. And then we have another banger on the same day, back to back, Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. This is like my new personality, my new favorite book, my new self, like my personality trait, literally, okay? I give the book a 5 stars because it's, no, but looking back at this book has 6 stars. Favorite romance book of the year, favorite book by Abby Jimenez, favorite everything. Number 1, literally. When I tell you that this book is everything right off the bat, I was like 1% in and already giggling. Brianna is my mother. She's my long lost mother. She's so funny. I love her so much. And I already knew that I was gonna love the book just from seeing Brianna in Part of Your World. And I was like, this woman is funny. She's funny. Reading her book was literally everything. I loved the book. Loved the book. And we still didn't even talk about Jacob yet, which I will do in a second. Just wait for me. The way that she's thoughtful is actually scary, okay? And her humor is everything. And she is so generous and I love her so much. Oh my, her anger is iconic. Feminine Rage, Brianna. That was literally one of my favorite parts of the book, Feminine Rage. And when she was telling what she did to her ex-husband, so funny, so funny, so funny, so funny. Now it's time to talk about Jacob. He is literally everything. The things that he did to her, the letters are literally my favorite thing. And Jacobs, why do I keep calling him Jacobs? If I did call him Jacobs by accident, just don't mind me, okay? Jacob and the things that he did, the letters, the dog, the cupcakes. I am leaving the world. Cut the crap, guys, cut the cameras, because I love him so much. And when she started reading his journals, I was uncontrollably sobbing at 2 in the morning. My siblings were laughing at me. However, as much as I love this book and how much is like I would tell everyone to read this book, it does have spice, so I put the spice guide here. Plus every book in the Part of Your World series has the spice guide in a highlight on my Instagram, so you guys go check it. I'm gonna put it in here.
Disclaimer, I don't go into books knowing that they have spice in them, but Abby Jimenez is not the exception, so that should tell you something.
On to the next book, because if it was up to me, I would be talking about Yours Truly for literally 2 hours if I could. And then I read Love Not Luck. This was a 3-hour audiobook that I mindlessly listened to while I was knitting a sock. It It was cute, and the reason why I listened to it in the first place because I know the author does not write spice, so I was like, 3-hour audiobook and it's not spicy, what am I losing? So I listened to it. It was cute, it was fun, and I don't remember anything about the book because it's a 3 hours audiobook, which is like, it's literally 79 pages. I don't think she wrote it with the intention of remembering the book because it's literally it's not even 100 pages book. Then I read an Arabic book called مخلوقات الليل. From now on I'll be talking in Arabic because this is an Arabic book. What's the point of talking about the Arabic book in English? So I will be putting you a timestamp here, so if you don't read Arabic books or if you don't understand Arabic, you can skip to this time, which is the book after this, okay? This is so weird. قريت مخلوقات الليل لفجر سليمان. الكتاب ده صاحبتي كانت بتنصحني ان انا اقراه وقالت انه كتاب حلو فقريته وطلع ما سيء، لكن كان في شخصيات كثيرة طول الكتاب، كان في شخصيات كثيرة بيدخلوا فجأة في 5 شخصيات عرفونا عليهم، في 3 شخصيات. انا حرفيا راسي كان لافي في شنو نحن وين وبنعمل في شنو، ما عندي اي فكرة، بس حرفيا ما كنت افهم الحاصل شنو. اوكي انا شخصيا في مانهوا، انا لما كنت بتخيل مخلوقات الليل في الكتاب ده كنت بتخيل ناس ديل من المانهوا. شايفين الزول ده، الشخص ده معليش لو ما بتفهموا سوداني كان بيذكرني بمخلوقات الليل، فانا لما اتخيل مخلوقات الليل بتذكر الزول ده. اديته 3 نجوم، 3 ونص، وما حاجه اكتر من كده يعني 3 ونص. ما احس روحي حاجه الكتاب اللي بعده، لكن صراحه القصه حلوه، لو بتقروا عربي ممكن تقروه. ما عجبتني زي ما كنت قايلها حتعجبني. And then after that I read Beyond the Flame by حفصة فيصل. My new favorite fantasy. When I tell you August 8, August so far is the best reading month. Literally the best reading month. So before I tell you guys my reading, let me just rant a little bit of It's Enemies to Lover, set in ancient Arabia. Arabian, ancient Arabia. شبه الجزيرة العربية guys. The second I heard that it was set in there, I was like, sign me up, say less, because I will eat that book up, okay? And I did. And the book is like 50% English and the other 50% is Arabic. And I was like, the way that I would jump every single time she says an Arabic word, I was like, oh, that's Arabic, yes! At the time that she mentions qahwa, girl, what are you, a 2-year-old? Literally perfect. I give the book 5 stars. Like literally I was having that time of my life. It is slow paced. The people that I've heard reviewing the book are split in 2 people. One who are obsessed with the book, Nayaz, obsessed with the book, that she would recommend the book to literally every living creature. The second half probably DNF the book or hate it because it's too slow for them. Guys, if you are going into the book thinking it's gonna be a romance, then you're wrong. This is a fantasy, 99.99% fantasy, and 0.0001 is the romance. So if you don't read heavy fantasy books, you're not gonna like this. But if you read heavy fantasy books and you're there for the crumbs, you will absolutely enjoy this. Like you will definitely 100% enjoy this because that's what I did. But however, the kiss in that book was a little bit too descriptive. It's not too descriptive. It was a little bit too much for me. You may enjoy it. I don't care. But I loved the Arabic in this book so much. I read this in a reading vlog. You can go see the reading vlog. It's somewhere in here, okay? I love Nasser. I love Zafira. I love Nasser. And I love Nasser. And then I read The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I gave this book a 3 stars. 3.5, yeah. Never have I ever thought that I'm gonna give this book 3.5 because when I tell you I was uninterested, I literally was uninterested. You know when you put something and you just want to listen to something on the background? That's literally what I felt while listening to the book. I was mindlessly crocheting and I was not even invested in the mystery. I was like, I hate Jameson and I hate Grayson and can we please get over the book? That's so much hatred. So that's literally what I felt. Gave it 3.5. Not for me. I will not be continuing with the series, but never say never. Who knows? And then I read No Exit by Taylor Adams. I love this thriller. I have read 2 thrillers only. This is my favorite thriller. I don't think another book can top this easily. Like, I think another book can top this, but not easily, because the feelings that when I tell you thriller, this is the definition of thriller. This is thrilling. Thrilling, all in caps. I was like clenching my sheets. I was like scared reading the book. I was scared reading the book. The book was so good. So good to literally nowhere. I will be reading every book by Taylor Adams, period. The way I immediately after finishing the book trying to convince my brothers to read this, no one wanted to. Jail for my brothers. All of them. 5 stars. Gave the book a 5 stars. It deserves a 6 stars. Literally. Can you please stop saying literally? And then I read Betting on You by Lynn Painter. I'm starting to realize that maybe Lynn Painter is not for me. I gave this book a 3 stars. I have a lot to say about the book. First of all, as a non-Swiftie, Taylor Swift was so mentioned in the book that I was genuinely confused. Plus, Charlie, what are you doing, Charlie? He's funny, okay? But no one will top Genji. Period. I have like nothing to say about the book. That it's just like 3 stars. Not my favorite. Wouldn't probably recommend. I mean, if you want to read it, go. I wouldn't tell you not to read it, but I personally did not like it. And what Charlie did, jail. Jail. Put that man in jail. I mean, he's a boy. Put him in jail. I need to take a breather. Because I found my new favorite YA author. If you follow me on TikTok, I already made a video about this. An Liang. Thank you, mother. God bless you. And praise the Lord for creating you. Thank you. She wrote the masterpiece, I Hope This Doesn't Find You. And it did find me. And I'm now obsessed. She's releasing a book soon. And I'm itching to get that book. I give this book a 5 stars. Did I just give too much 5 stars this month? Probably. I need to get comfortable, guys. Too comfortable right now. Maybe it's just because I found too much good books. Literally everything. Academic Rivals to Lovers. Chinese representation. When I tell you I was eating the representation up. As a person who has genuine interest in Asian country, not just Korea and Japan, seeing the Chinese representation and the Chinese language in general is like music to my ears. I literally love it so much. I literally watch Chinese drama just for the language because it's so good. I love Chinese language, okay? And seeing that in a book, it's just so good. Julius and the man that he is. Sadie, she's a people pleaser, so if you're a people pleaser, you're gonna 100% relate to her. And Julius and the things that he does. It's always the small little things because he's a high schooler, okay? It's the small things that he does. He has my heart. Now to another banger by the same author, If You Could See the Sun. The sun came straight to my heart. 5 stars. I mean, are we gonna talk about it? This is like a magical realism. Academic Rivals to Lovers. I feel like this is my new favorite trope. Set in China, set in Beijing. Once again, one of the reasons why this book is a 5 stars. Oh my god, I just remembered the beginning of I Hope This Doesn't Find You and my heart melted, literally. Henry, he speaks British English. Period. Do I have to say more? No. Go read that. She turns invisible and then she has to work with Henry. Who is supposedly her rival. And An Liang just announced that she's writing another book, If You Could See the Moon, and it's about Alice's friend, Chanel. We're having a book about the Chanel. I can't wait. On to the next one. And then I read We Created You in Pairs. No, because I love that book so much. Like, if I were to talk about that book only, it will take me 30 minutes alone. We Created You in Pairs is a Muslim representation. The girl being Moroccan and the guy being Syrian. Period. Served 5 stars. Me reading 3 5 stars in a row, this is like impossible, literally. The thing that I really made me, like, it made me, I need a breather because literally, wait, let me drink water. Just seeing 2 Muslim people trying their absolute best to form a relationship without falling into haram is so beautiful, and Riyadh and the man that he is. I was crying the entire book because how am I supposed to wake up the next day and know that Riyadh does not exist in a realistic way? Like, not in I will buy you the moon way, not that I will buy the company that you work in just to talk to you way. He is in I will pray the entire night just for God to make you mine way. I will start crying all over again. I was in chapter 2 and he was like, I want to marry this woman. And I was like, yes, sir. If you ask me the entire book, what did you relate to the most? The culture overshadowing the religion. I was like, wow, it was so beautiful. And I just loved the book. 5 stars. And then after that, I read Defy Me in a reading vlog that should come out next Thursday, but it will actually come out the second I finish editing it. That book is intense. Intense. It has a lot. Wait a second. God, we have this cute little boy who is not cute and not little and not a boy, okay? This is intense, hardcore, from page 1 to the last page, intense. First of all, we get Kenji's POV. That was enough reason for me to read the book because it has Kenji's POV, okay? My jaw was dropped on the floor the whole time reading the book. If I was not gasping, my jaw was on the floor. It's like 2 options. It's rather me gasping or me and my jaw both being on the floor. I can't say anything about it, obviously, because it's the 5th book in the series. Everything I say could be a spoiler, so I'm not gonna be going through that. But, however, just want to tell you that Tahir and Mafi got a little bit excited writing this, so I ended up ear-dogging 4 pages that I have to tell you guys to skip when you want to read this book. I did not read it, but I was like, I know where this is going. Skipped 3 whole pages. I literally had to. I never do that to my books, but from page 337 till the end of the chapter. I don't want to look at it. From page 337 till the end of this chapter, please skip that. Please do. This is my favorite Chatham book, plot-wise. And then I read Reveal Me, which is the novella after Defy Me. I gave the novella 4.5 because it did not feel like a 5 stars. But it was about Kenji, and I liked it more than I liked Chatham. I love Kenji, and I love how he just cares about everyone. And I just love him. And then I read, this is like 44 minutes of me talking, guys. This is insane. Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I need a breather because I will start shouting about this book. It's been almost an hour of me just yapping. This is absolutely crazy. I give this book a 5 stars. Did you guess otherwise? Why would you? She was written by Abby Jimenez, and that woman did not disappoint. She will never disappoint. Justin and the man that he is. Justin and the things that he does. She got sick. Sick scene. SICKSCENE. She got sick. He took care of her. And I just want to die. And Emma, I just want to give her a hug. I just want to give her a hug. Because Amber is a piece of crap. To everyone who has mommy issues, you will relate and sob. I just didn't sob reading the book, which is so sad because I wanted to. However, yeah, once again, the Spice Guide is in my highlight. I will still put the Spice Guide here, but here's my Instagram for you to go check out. I love them separately as like individuals, and I love them together, and I love the siblings, and I just love everyone. My rating on Abby Jimenez's books are like yours truly, Just for the Summer, Part of Your World, the Happy Ever After playlist. I did not read Life is Too Short yet, but I will be reading that sometime soon. And then The Friend Zone. And then the clock is clicking. The clock is clicking. It's literally 51 minutes of me yapping. I don't know how I'm gonna edit that, but God, please help me.
So I forgot to include this book, which is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. The reason why I forgot to include it because it's actually a DNF, and it's my first DNF of the year. I read 31% of the book, so you don't come to me and say, oh my god, you should have given it 100 pages. I gave it 31%. Like, how does it take me more than 31% to get intrigued and invested in the story? Like, I was not intrigued, I was not invested, I was bored, I was just there. I started giving it like 3 more chapters because I wanted the book to get good, but it didn't. I was not invested, I was not intrigued, I was bored. I'm not trying to be harsh, nothing against the author, nothing against the writing, and I didn't like it. Never in a million years would I have thought that this book is gonna be a DNF. Not even a 3 stars, it's a DNF. So yeah, I don't have a lot to say.
Back to where I was talking. Yellow Face by R.F. Kuang. My first literary fiction, and it felt so normal. Like, it did not feel different. I don't know why I thought I'm gonna feel different reading literary fiction. My head hurts literally from talking for 52 minutes. It's like realistic fiction with no plot of romance, and I like it. I liked it, and it was like so confusing, and the way that the character literally made me believe in her that she's not that bad. Manipulation. I was not mad, I was not annoyed, I was like, the audacity. The way that she constantly was like, no, I made the book good, her drafts were so bad, I'm the reason why the book is good. My girl, you stole her drafts. She sat down and wrote the drafts. She squeezed her head. I think I'm gonna give it a 4. 4 is good. Yeah, 4. Yeah, I think I will be reading more literary fiction, and I will be reading more R.F. Kuang books. And then I read Fighting Love for the Cowboy. I hate the cover of this book. I will not be showing the cover. My first cowboy romance, and it was an audiobook, and the accent literally threw me away. Literally, I was laughing on the accent because it was so fun. It's good. It's about like a cowboy romance about a guy who has a ranch, and a girl comes from like the city telling them that we're taking the ranch off because you didn't pay your taxes. And he was saving up money to get the ranch, like to inherit it or something, I'm not sure. She traveled to his town for like the work, and then things go on from there. City girl and a cowboy. It's fun. But then toward the ending, it was so funny that I was like literally laughing out loud. I gave this a 3 stars. Mindless read, maybe mindless listen if you're crocheting like me, or 59 minutes of me yapping. My head hurts, my mouth hurts, my jaw hurts, I'm thirsty. And yeah, so this is the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys in the next video. Bye.